Hello and welcome to my third match in the Hinterlands Mix Tournament pools. I'm playing this time against Bluey the Bear. I do still have an outside shot to advance in the tournament, although Freaky has already clinched winning our pool, but there is a wild card slot, so I have to play pretty well in order to be able to do that. So looks like here we've got Plan, Remake, Temple, and Ducat, so not going to be lacking for trashing. Draw is Embassy, Silk Merchant, and then there's Ghost Town for plus actions. So pretty limited on the action front. Well, there are the Silk Merchant villagers, and Sculptor villagers. So plan could be could be plan remake. Could be plan Silk Merchant. Is it crazy to skip remake? It's probably crazy to skip remake. It would be nice to hit 5 and get a Sculptor. Sculptor gaining Ducat is pretty nice, and that is the only source of plus buy, so we do want like at least 1 or 2. The downside of planning remake is that we don't get to remake that third estate, which can turn into a ghost town, which is pretty nice. But speeding things up, I don't know. I think that's worth it. Not the opening I would have expected. Excuse me. All right, so we could just switch the plan token to Silk Merchant, although realistically, I'm not gonna see either of my estates with my remake. That's pretty annoying. So I could get a ghost town. That makes the remake miss the shuffle, but it gives me a 40% chance of having an estate to trash. Otherwise, it's going to be trash 2 coppers and buy Ducat or nothing. Another option is just buy a silver, except that next turn is going to be underwhelming, and then if I buy Ghost Town and I don't find an estate, then I guess I buy another Ghost Town. Or a silver. I don't know. Let's just get a silver. We can always remake silver into Silk Merchant, which is pretty good. So let's do that. Now, should I get a Ducat here? I've got 6 cards in my discard. I'm gonna plus 5 cards here. I'm gonna remake and be down to 3 cards. So that's 9. So having a Ducat is not going to hurt my ability to draw anything particular. So I think I do. Go ahead and get one. All right, and here we'll go ahead and get a Silk Merchant. Wait, when did... Oh, because Ghost Town goes into your hand. Huh, that's amusing. Right here, I think I will get a Ghost Town, speaking of that. Maybe even 2 Ghost Towns. Well, I'll have 4, so I will be able to buy like another Silk Merchant if I want to. I mean, I guess I could trash silver to Silk Merchant, but I don't think that really makes sense. I would very much like to get a Sculptor, which would suggest hanging on to my coffer or buying a Silk Merchant. I guess, yeah, so that doesn't really matter. Ghost Town, Silk Merchant, could make a case for another silver. I'm not going to need the actions. Yeah, let's get a Silk Merchant. And also remake Silk Merchant to Sculptor, potentially. Alright, so we definitely want to get another Ghost Town. And I don't really see reason not to just trash copper. And buy a Sculptor as discussed. Oh man, is he trying to pile the Ghost Towns on me? That's rude. Very rude. Ghost Town in the trash. Be in the pile. Did not find my other Silk Merchant. Of course, I can just gain one. Seems fine. So if I want to remake into something that I can draw, I can do that. Or I just grab some Ghost Towns or something. I could just remake 2 coppers, buy 2 Ghost Towns. Wanted. What else could I do? I could remake a Ducat into a Ghost Town. That doesn't really huge impact. Certainly going to play this remake. don't think I want to remake Silk Merchant yet. Draw it. Definitely gonna remake at least one. So if we remake the Ducat, I think that's only to the good, economically speaking. So we could get a Ducat, Crash Copper. Or we could just empty the ghost towns, which I think are a more important limiting factor than Silk Merchants. I think I'm going to do that, actually. We're only going to play 3 of them. Definitely would like more Silk Merchants, but if I have to get like embassies instead, that's the end of the world. Oh, interesting. Going for changelings? Okay. Not entirely sure what that is intended to accomplish. Okay, so we can draw and then do gain and play stuff. That's exciting. So, well, there's a limit to how much of that we can actually do in a way that matters. But, I mean, we can remake a Silk Merchant into another Sculptor. I think that's probably good. We could also remake Silver into Silk Merchant, but it might be better to remake Copper. I want to do that. Getting another Silk Merchant now isn't really that useful. Except, and I guess I could go ahead and get a Changeling, like trash Silver to Silk Merchant, get Changeling. Sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get a Silver here. Yeah, sure. More Silver is going to be useful. All right, so one question is, do I want to buy another Ducat or something? I think... Maybe we go Ducat Silk Merchant, exchange the Silk Merchant for another Changeling, and turn a Changeling into a Silk Merchant. Sure, why not? Six villagers. We ought to be pretty good to go on that front. My opponent still has a surprising amount of copper. I wonder if it's in either of our interests to actually empty the silk merchants. That takes away the ability to do like gain silk merchant, exchange for changeling, and get coffers and villagers stuff. Okay. Oh, wants to use the coffers. Okay. That's fine. There's also the possibility that depending on what else my opponent buys, I will have the opportunity to end the game here. I think that's quite likely. Like I can double remake silver into silk merchant exchanging for changeling. And all I end up needing to do, or Ghost Town, so that matter. Yeah. Well, we're gonna want to draw some. Okay, so we can play this changeling to get the last silk merchant. We can remake Silver Ghost Town, or I just play another silk merchant and do Ghost Town to gain 2 more changelings. And also Sculptor, and then we just buy like an estate. It doesn't matter. All right, there's 2 Ghost Towns. So yeah, let's I guess probably doesn't really matter at this point. We just Sculptor to gain changeling. Sculptor to gain changeling. Spend all the coffers. Buy like a province, I guess. Buy an estate. Do that. Just end the turn. I have to say, my fear that I'm gonna somehow screw up an ending like that is really high. Like something about it. But luckily I didn't. All right, so I was first player. Now I'm not. Okay, so here we have no draw, other than like Ghost in, or a Ghost Port rather, I guess. You can increase hand size with Ghost Town, like every other turn if you want to play it that way, but I don't know if that makes any sense. Let's see. Trashing is Mint and Trader and Cemetery. We're gonna have to deal with goons, so we're gonna have very small hand sizes. The lack of draw. Getting a ghost probably will be a good idea. I mean, even if you just hit like goons, like, hey. I guess if you hit Trader, that would be pretty annoying. But get rid of a Trader. Actually, is Ill-Gotten Gains going to be worth messing around with? Possibly. Minting ill-gotten gains could be somewhat amusing, I suppose. Okay, but what's the opening? I mean, I do think getting a trader makes sense. Silver's not amazing on this board, but it's not terrible. Do we also want to try to get a gladiator? We can get a real early ghost. They have collision, potentially. I think trader would be good. Another option is to buy Ghost Town to make sure we see the trader on the first shuffle. Yeah, I think I can get behind that. Okay. Well, this could certainly be a mint. Imagine if I draw a 6th copper. All right, fine. I guess if I drawn a 6th copper, I might have wanted to buy a goon. But I think here we trader estate. I mean, we could trader the mint for 5 silvers. Seems a little excessive. I mean, minting silver is not going to be any good, admittedly, but I don't know that I want to add 5 silvers to my deck just yet. Then we buy a Ghost Town. Got a Ghost Town coming in the next hand. And very low risk of terminal collision, so it doesn't do a whole lot. Like, maybe I want a gladiator, or maybe I don't. Maybe I just, now that he's got one, wait for him to uncover fortune. And I could just go ahead and get a Ghost Town just to be able to draw, an extra card. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Well, if I do draw my mint, I can get a ghost. That's something. Plan is to trader estate, so I guess we just discard these 2 and leave the Ghost Town to make our next turn better. I do need to get a goons for sure. I mean, it should happen pretty soon. I'm gonna have no estates and 6 silvers, so. Yeah. I don't think I want to mint silver. I guess, in theory, I could buy Cemetery and get Ghost, but just to get a Goons, I think. Hmm. Alright, I think... What do I want at this point? Maybe just some ports? I don't really need to buy a 5. Although I could buy an inn and top deck in goons. But man, inn is going to be so painful on this board. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get port. Plus actions doesn't really matter a whole lot. He barely has any terminals, but I am jealous of the ghost a little bit. So I think having cleared out my estates will be of benefit to me. You say so. I don't agree with that in this game, but I'm not gonna make a fuss out of it. Alright, let's just trade her a copper and buy another goons. Yeah. Do I discard port, or do I just roll with... I mean, what can I draw that would be worse than a silver? Ghost Town, but it's only sort of worse. Mint. I wouldn't want to draw my mint. Yeah. Yeah. That. You gonna get double goons? No. Oh, I forgot I had Ghost Town draw lined up. It's nice. Not sure if it changes a whole lot. I want to punish him for not having invested in trashing by buying in ill-gotten gains. Because then I can mint ill-gotten gains without spending purchases on it. It's an interesting thought. I mean, you can always buy Cemetery, of course, but that's significantly more awkward. The other option is to buy like double port, which isn't super exciting. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, so Obviously, we play goons. Now here's the question. If I mint ill-gotten gains, can I trade or turn it into a silver? When you would gain a card, you may reveal this from your hand to instead gain a silver. That sounds like not. But yeah, he hasn't gotten the silver yet. Okay. We can have 7, or we can have 8 if we're willing to... Oh. I assume if we trade her the copper into a silver, that doesn't go to hand. Yeah, that seems like a fairly safe assumption. It could be time to get rid of the trader and just get, like, farmland into goons or something. I don't know. I don't see a whole lot that well, I guess I could just do Ill-Gotten Gains Ghost Town again if I gained a copper. I think I'm okay with that. We're gonna draw a card. Fort Mirror? Two ghost towns. Exactly what I was looking for. Buying the last ghost town doesn't seem... Well, I guess it's fine. I mean, we'll have one hand where we have a bunch of cards in it. Hopefully it's not just trader and a whole bunch of silvers. But keep the trader. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. Yeah, I mean, well... I probably don't. Damn it! I was really hoping to draw goons there. Okay. So... I guess I should probably buy another goons, speaking of which. So I should have kept the trader. I mean, I don't know that I would have done anything useful with it, but... Fortune revealed. Looking like he's probably going to be able to buy one, too. A ghost town in play, so I can play both the goons and the mint. That's good. I'm not totally convinced that Fortune's actually worth it with the Goons attack accounted for. I mean, obviously I would have loved to have a Fortune last turn, but like most of the time we're having trouble even hitting like 8. So, I mean, it's still... You don't have to have many coins in your hand for it to be better than the alternatives, but... I did gain 2 golds. That's pretty good. Oh, I drew a ghost town. Nah, okay. So I cannot buy a Fortune. Much sad. What can I do? What? I don't... Oh, I see. Okay. All right, yeah. So I could just buy... I mean, I could just buy another Goons, obviously. That might even be the best thing that I can do. Maybe, even despite the hand size, it's correct to get an in instead. So I can make sure that I'm seeing a Goons in my next hand. Especially since he's unlikely to play one, given the information he kind of just revealed. Although, how is he going to buy one and trash bad cards in a 3-card hand? It's kind of weird. Does have 2 ghost towns. Anyway, whatever. Well, I know I'm not going to gain copper, so... Yeah, let's just get an in. Did I shuffle my trader back in? Probably not. Right, so I probably don't actually want the in, since I have enough actions as it is. Oof. Yeah, I guess we don't want to trigger this shuffle, do we? I do have 3rd Goons. I could buy an in again and top deck in Goons. Or I could buy another ill-gotten gains. Let's go with in Goons. In Goons. I don't think I want anything else. All right, well, this is another easy discard if that comes up. It looks like it won't. All three Goons. Wow. All right. I guess I'm going to buy an in next turn. But in the meantime, I guess we discard in ill-gotten gains. And maybe we do just buy another goons. I mean, in is shuffle them in, right? So we want, yeah, I think so. If I don't get goons attacked this turn, I will at least have the option to buy a fortune. Probably. Not actually guaranteed, so I don't know why I said that. Oh, right. Okay. If we discard a silver, it's risky. So let's discard Ghost Town. Yeah, that was a surprisingly good hand for getting attacked by goons. Yeah, let's just do in goons. We definitely want the port, all the goons, maybe one more in, but probably not two more. Okay, we do have a ghost town in play, so let's maybe we just keep goons, ill-gotten gains. Ah, damn it. We kept goons in, I guess. I could farmland to take copper farmland goons to province. I'm okay with that. And the other option is buy another ill-gotten gains. Sure looks like it. How is it that his gladiators are always together? Anyway, it sure looks like I'm never getting a fortune. Well. No goons attack. We could finally get the ghost if we wanted to. Not going to be an impressive turn if I go that direction, but also play the trader. I mean the inn. See what happens. I like that plan better. Okay, so yeah, let's just discard mirror trader. And we can shuffle all of our goons and inns in again. For most of them, at least. And the ports. Or maybe just one port, I don't remember. All right, so we want one in, we want goons, goons. Wait, did I not play? Oh, I played the port this turn. All right, so should I get a second in there? Yeah, probably. Okay, so we discard in ill-gotten gains, and we can just buy province. Or fortune. How do we feel about buying fortune? How do we feel about buying fortune? Not great, honestly. Not great. I think I'm just gonna buy province. I was a little tempted to just buy an inn again, but alright, so this is a pretty garbage hand. I think we're just gonna keep ports so we can cycle. Hopefully find another goons. Going for the coppers, okay. Ugh. Ugh. I want to mint silver? Not really. Would be nice to farmland to province, but I think we just keep looking to find the goons. It's too bad there's no, like, too bad farmland has to be exactly 2, because farmlanding ill-gotten gains is not good. I guess, yeah, we just keep searching. This is pretty... been a pretty bad shuffle. Maybe I should have just bought another inn. Do I want to just buy some copper? The piles aren't that low, but I guess I could buy a state copper. Better than copper, sort of. Maybe it's not. Yeah, let's just... Oh my gosh. I've got like 3 goons in those 8 cards or something. I mean, I'll draw one of them. One of the 8 cards, I mean, not necessarily one of the goons. But come on. He somehow managed to have his province with... I mean, not his fortune with, like, his good turns quite a bit. I don't know why he's complaining about luck. Alright, I guess I just take copper by province. Man, I cannot believe this card distribution on this shuffle. It's been absolutely atrocious. I hope I can buy an in this turn. Okay, I definitely can. Discard in and ill-gotten gains, I guess. I guess the order doesn't matter here. Okay, so we want our ports, not the mint. 1 goons. I only have 3 goons? Yeah, I thought I had 4. I guess I trashed one. Well, a couple ports and a goons. I mean, unless I want to stack my thing so high that I don't trigger another shuffle so that I can do this again, which maybe I do. 1, 2, 3, and I would need to take 3 ins. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't think it does. 1 goons is not a strong enough. Although then, do I even need the other ports? Maybe I don't want the other ports in my hand. Maybe I literally just take port goons. Yeah, I think so. And a couple copper. All right, do I keep this in? Probably not. I should at least have better cycling than my opponent because he has no ins. He has bought some cemeteries and trashed some stuff out of that, but... Well, now I wish I had... Damn it. Alright, do I just gain copper and get more ports? Sure. Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah, so hopefully now with more ports in my deck, when I do the in thing, I can do more to prevent bad shuffles. Mine in right now. I could just discard the ghost town. I guess that's the way to go. Yeah. Ooh. Goodbye province. But that's risky in its own right. All right, port, goons. I'll just go ahead and put both of the ends in there as well. Yeah. Maybe I should have just bought Province, but I guess I just try to find goons and fail. Man. Really would have been nice. Be able to play some goons. Ah. I don't know. Maybe my approach there was wrong. Maybe getting ill-gotten gains was bad. Okay. So there is some stuff on this board. There's definitely some stuff. Huh. Alright, well, I think we want to get a Silk Merchant. That seems clear. We want to get a Recruiter. What would be really cool is if we could get like Border Village Recruiter into our second shuffle. Does it make sense to get Watchtower? Does it make sense to just get another Silk Merchant? I mean, Silk Merchant draws reliably, unlike Watchtower. It just costs a coffer, which we could otherwise use to potentially get Border Village. It's not super important to get the Border Village. Be nice. Recruiter is the only copper trashing, so we're gonna potentially be thin on villagers, but maybe not with Silk Merchants. I mean, we'll still have a coffers if we buy a Silk Merchant. That doesn't change. So yeah, let's just get another Silk Merchant. All right, show me two coppers. Making words. Nope. All right, so next turn we'll have Silk Merchant, copper estate. Is not ideal, so I think we just go ahead and buy the Recruiter. Not ideal for guaranteeing that we... Well, I mean, we couldn't have put the Recruiter into the shuffle if we waited till this turn to buy it, was the point. Okay. I can get behind this. So we definitely buy Border Village. Now the question is, do we buy Stables to find the one Recruiter faster, or do we buy a second Recruiter? It's probably second Recruiter. Of course, we can always recruit Silk Merchants as well. Ultimately, the plus buy comes from Merchant Guilds, probably. Let's buy another Silk Merchant. Yeah, I think so. So I have 2 estates. One of them I just saw, the other is in my next 2 cards, so I guess we recruit first. Actually, we're going to see our other recruiter as well. Next to me. All right, now we fish for the other estate. Find it. All right, so we definitely wanted to get another border village. So, I mean, the draw is either stables or it's silk merchants with, like off of the border villages. Like basically, do we care about having the non-terminal stables draw, or are we just gonna get like, silk merchants anyway? I mean, villagers and villages anyway, and be able to draw a silk merchant, which gives us plus buy and doesn't require that we keep hoppers around. I kind of think that is the better approach. We do want to get a merchant guild at some point. Do we have enough draw already? I think not quite. Let's do that. We've already got 8 villagers. And if you recruit a recruiter, recruit a border village, you get a lot. So, I mean, we should be pretty good on that. There could be a case for some watchtower draw with merchant guilds, but I think it's easier to not bother. Yeah, I guess top decking could be nice too, but I somewhat regret that choice to play that last silk merchant. I mean, I do want to recruit these coppers. So let's just recruit that. I want to keep 1 around to not spend a coffer on Border Village Merchant Guild. Not really. Yeah, not really. Just want to make sure I can draw. I think Coppers is completely trashed. None, so he's just behind on trashing relative to me. All right, so we're down to 4 coppers. Plus Merchant Guild plus coffer is enough to get another Border Village Merchant Guild pair, but not if we recruit another copper. So we can either play Silk Merchant, or we can recruit a Silk Merchant. I mean, we're not... I want to keep the Silk Merchants around. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I just left that on top. Man, I'm doing a bad job with this. But whatever. I could buy another copper to get offers, but I don't think that makes sense with only one merchant guild in play. Probably if I can this turn is the turn to recruit recruiter. All right, so Border Village, merchant guild again. I mean, at some point, we are going to need a little bit more draw. We can start thinning the coppers again next turn. But yeah, I think this is fine. Next turn we'll have enough coffers we can buy more than just Border Village. Without needing to buy a 0 cost this turn, I mean. Definitely seems like I'm at least slightly ahead. Death cart. Interesting. It is a large amount of coins in one go, but I think I just want to be piling up the merchant guild coffers. Buys. Oh, I guess that's a thing you can do with Watchtower. Interesting. Maybe I should get a Watchtower. Ugh. Well, now I'm starting to wonder about piles. Yeah, okay. If I play all of my buys here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, I think I just win the game. No reason to play the recruiter. Unless I need the money? Is that possible? It's possible, yeah, actually, it's quite possible. But then, okay, hold on. So, Border Village, Silk Merchant, plus 2 Silk Merchants is 14 coins, which is probably more than I have. If I track, that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 buys. So I don't need the Silk Merchant, but let's see, that is another copper. So I'm going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11, which is to say not enough. Yeah, I might actually be in trouble here. I mean, my opponent isn't going to have like a ton of money with which to end the game. But if I buy another border village and he needs to empty silk merchants, he needs to hit 12. He can probably do that, but can he do that if I also get points? I mean, maybe I literally just province and accumulate coffers. I could grab a watchtower. All right, well, in any case, I think I don't play the recruiter. Actually, I can't do province watchtower. Yeah, this is a little awkward. I'm not quite ready. I don't have the draw to draw through like a whole bunch of offers. I mean, like coppers that I'm gaining to have coffers. I guess I could undo and recruit a copper at the cost of a villager. Yeah, let's do that. Well, no, wait, that doesn't... No, it does help, because, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna spend 2 coffers. Get 3 coffers back. So how many coffers do we need? I mean, if we had to end the game, we would need, it would be like board, from this position, we would need, each coffers gives us 4 money. This is assuming we can draw it all, which is maybe not a fair assumption, but so we need 14 and then like 16 to buy an estate, maybe, if he's also bought a province. So we've got 3, 6. So we need like 10 worth of coffers. So we can just buy 2 hoppers. I'm pretty confident I can draw through that. That's only 1 more. That's 2 more cards than I came into this turn with. Yeah, I think that's enough. I mean, I may have to recruit something to be able to draw it all, but depending on what he does, I can potentially recruit the province, or I can recruit a silk merchant. Recruiting a silk merchant actually increases my payload, obviously. Yeah, I will admit, I did not see the watchtower thing. I should have picked up a watchtower at some point. Like, using watchtower to gain merchant guild coffers, that's really good. I am surprised that he did it on the ruins rather than on coppers, given that it was lowering piles, and that seems risky, but... Yeah, so he definitely does not have enough to end the game. He's got to buy a province first. Province leaves him with 9 coins. So, I mean, he could double province. But he only has 5 buys. Didn't he have more than that last turn? Did he recruit? No? I think in his position I would just double province. Because, I mean, I guess... Double province, then watchtower, 3 coppers. He did trash his death cart, though, which means his payload is going to be decreased for next turn. So that's awkward. Yeah, I don't know. I was at least right to not take... Well, yeah, no, never mind. If I'd taken Border Village, I would have meant I was not buying province, and... even if I hadn't taken a Silk Merchant. I mean, I guess if I could have just... If I had just bought an estate, that might have worked out, but... Yeah, I guess I should have probably bought 1 more copper, just because I need to recruit something, and if I don't... Well, I don't know. Okay, so he's not double provincing. I think I got this. Let's see. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's like... That's almost all of my stop cards. I think I have 1 more copper. I've got, what, like 3 or 4 border villages down there, a recruiter... Ah, jeez. Well, I didn't draw my province. Okay, so how much do I have? 17. So, border village... I went first. So, border village, Silk Merchant is 14. But I only have 6 buys. Ah! Damn it. I do have all my my merchant guilds in play, so I can do stuff with that. But now he's got 9 coffers, though he did lose his death cart, so that's something. I don't think I double province here, because then I really can't draw. I think I might even want to pick up a stables. So if I go province stables, that's Province Stables Watchtower is 16. And then buy some copper. How much copper? I'm back to the amount that I need to win by, and now I've got extra stuff that I can trash, but I think I should still buy... Maybe I should just buy 3. Just use all my buys. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think it's what we're going to do. Hopefully we can find our stables. Alright, so his position is pretty similar to last turn, except he cannot double province. I have 19 coffers, so if I can find my merchant guild, it's really, I mean, finding the stables will help that, but really finding the merchant guild is merchant guilds is important. I mean, I guess if I find enough silk merchants, maybe it doesn't matter and get enough buys that way. But like, I can threaten at least triple, if not quad. I can probably... I don't think ritualing province is worth it. Especially because you don't get coffers for it. Okay. Do I just trash the watchtower? I mean, I don't... It's not going to draw cards. And this has got to be the last turn, right? 19, 20, 25 is 4 provinces. If I find my other 2 merchant guilds, well... Am I even right about it not drawing? If I trash a copper and then play Merchant Guild... Well, but I don't want to draw with Watchtower. If I ritual my own province, that pulls me up with Watchtower in hand, that pulls me up into a tie, and then I only need like an estate instead of a duchy. Well, that doesn't help, does it? So I basically need to buy a duchy. So 5... and 14 is 19 coins. So I've already got the coins. What I need is the buys. 1, 2, 3... 7. I need 8 buys. I don't think I even have 8 buys in my deck, do I? Might not. 3 silk merchants, 3 merchant guilds. Do I have 4 silk merchants or 3? Silk merchant in the trash. I think I do have 4 silk merchants. I think I do have the buys in my deck. But I don't need the coppers to end the game that way, I guess is the relevant point. So let's trash a copper. Figures. Okay, well, yeah, and the Watchtower won't draw. 6 buys. 6 buys. Well, I mean, I can buy 3 provinces, and it's going to be pretty hard for him to come back from that. That's spending all but 1 of my coffers. If I buy 3 provinces, what does he need to do to win? He needs... He'll be down by 16 points. Buy a province down by 10. Ritual only gains 2, so 3 duchies and a ritual or a couple of estates. So like 15 and 8 is 23. I mean, I guess the question is, if I don't buy 3 provinces, what else do I do, right? And I don't know that there's a good answer to that question. So there's some chance he won't draw, too. He's only got the 3 silk merchants for draw. Well, and I get kind of the recruiter. I mean, the recruiter helps him see more cards. Doesn't, like, draw per se. But, I mean, the border villages aren't stock cards. So he's already drawn all but 5 of his cards. But the point is, he has a couple provinces in his deck at this point. All right, well, he's got all of his stuff. So it's just a question of, does he have enough money? Looks like no. So, good news for me. Oh, I guess he only has 1 province in his deck because he ritualed the other one. Assume he will... Oh, no, he doesn't have his watchtower anymore, so he probably won't ritual this one. I mean, he could. He's got to buy duchies. It doesn't matter. I've already won the game. Doesn't want to play the... What? What was the difference between what he did and what he undid into? I don't know. Kept 2 cards in hand instead of 1. One of them is maybe another border village or something. Is ritualing border village good enough? Points-wise? No. Okay. Hallelujah. Yeah, I think the correct strategy was to do what I did, but add a watchtower. Sadly, the opportunity for me to do so once I realized it was difficult to find. I mean, I guess I had a little bit more early game luck than he did to get out ahead on the merchant guilds. Anyway, you know, first player and all that. Okay, so we can do Villa Watchtower stuff here. Trashing is awkward with Cemetery, although it can help enable Villa Watchtower if you have enough money, which might be a bit of a trick. But yeah, and then ultimately, if you have a bunch of villas, you have a bunch of buys, play a bunch of groundskeepers, you get points. But it's going to be tricky to, like, reliably draw, especially because eventually the villas run out. So that's an issue. We definitely want to start with a watchtower. We might want to start with 2. Okay, I guess we start with 2. Well... Hmm. 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 Good messenger, a silver. Um... That'd be like the maximum. Well, yeah, I think that's the best idea I've got. Sadly, we do not have 4 coins in hand. Is there any way that we want to keep the Haunted Mirror around? Try to get a ghost? Probably not. Not yet. Alright, so 5 coins. What do we want here? We are going to need to get more watchtowers. Good scouting party to discard this stuff off the top of my deck if I wanted to. And then buy a watchtower. Or it wouldn't matter what order I did it in. Well, I'd have to scouting party first because I don't have plus buy. Or go buy a 5 cost. Haggler could be a little awkward, like having to gain stuff with the villa every time might not be great, although we'd Haggler to buy 5 costs and gain villas. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we get a pilgrimage here? And that way we can gain, like, Villa Watchtower or something at some point. I don't think I want to discard my deck. So I got my Watchtowers and my Villa in it. I don't want this crap in my shuffle anytime soon. I could buy a cemetery, but no. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking pilgrimage. All right. Not be crazy for Bluey to mint here. I mean, you lose a silver, but like whatever. I don't like getting a second Haggler. I think that ends up being problematic. Okay. So this would be a pretty good cemetery. I wonder if I should just not play the Haggler. Nah. Well, we could scouting party discard this stuff out of the way. As I say, if I don't play the Haggler, I can get a ghost. That might be worth it to get rid of the 3 estates and get a ghost. Now, let's do that. Yeah, we definitely need another watchtower. I guess we could do scouting party watchtower. Well, I mean, I will admit that ghost hitting watchtower is not very exciting. But, oh well. Or maybe I should have discarded it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Right, we don't want the ghost in hand. We do want the haggler. I don't know. There is a villa in those 5 cards. But hmm. 60% chance of drawing it. If I don't draw it, I mean, haggler helps me buy a villa to play before the watchtower. So yeah, let's do it that way. And buy another watchtower. So I could do villa, haggler, copper, buy villa. But I think I would rather just do villa watchtower and try to get the haggler to buy 5 rather than buying villa watchtower, because I don't want like a billion watchtowers. Man, already gained 2 groundskeepers. How did that happen? And he's drawing a... What the heck? I only have... Ah! What is this turn? This is ridiculous. You gained 3 groundskeepers this turn? What the heck? It's gotta be cemetery. No? Oh, I guess... No, you can't do that. I wonder if he's gonna change his mind. Oh, that's just rude. That is rude. Why would you do... Oh, okay, he's not piling the villas. Ugh. You may be overestimating how much this is going to do once the villas pile, though. I'm probably going to pile the villas. Okay. Haggler, all my money. We have 2 buys. Is there anything useful we can do with that? I don't think so. I think we just buy Groundskeeper Villa. Top deck that for sure. All right. Obviously we're gonna messenger. Need to think about the ghost as well. I don't know what I'm gonna want to do with that, but it doesn't really matter whether I discard or not. All right, so I guess we just buy Groundskeeper Villa again. Be nice to have a merchant guild or something too, but I don't know. What are we ghosting? I don't know. All right, so the villas are gone. You got 6 of them to my 4, which is pretty annoying. So I only have 2 groundskeepers in play, but it probably still makes sense. I mean, I guess ghosting a groundskeeper is fine enough. I do have the pilgrimage option. That doesn't take advantage of Haggler. It might. If I buy a groundskeeper, I can't gain a green card anyway, so it seems like, well, what can I even pilgrimage for, though? Because the villas are gone, the watchtowers are almost gone. This is all quite awkward. I could buy cemetery, trash cemetery, gain watchtower, and then I ghost a watchtower. That's not exciting. If I buy groundskeeper, what am I gaining? I mean, I could ghost the nomad camp. That's actually not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Buy groundskeeper, gain nomad camp. Top deck. It gets top decked. I ghost it. I think I can get behind that. But yeah, now our decks are going to be struggling to do anything. Files are pretty low. He's got 3 Hagglers. But he has to be able to play them to do like some kind of crazy pile out based on that. All right, Haggler or Messenger? Haggler, easily. I mean, I guess Messenger would discard my deck. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I mean, I could buy a cemetery and trash some like copper cemetery or something. What do I have in there? I have one villain, one watchtower. Like, that is pretty unappealing. Agler also, yeah. Yeah. I want to buy province. I guess I could scouting party. It would make discarding the deck sort of pointless. Why didn't I just do that? I could have gotten the haggler gains. Although, what are those even going to be at this point? If I buy cemetery to trash some copper, it would really be nice to get rid of copper for sure, but do I want another watchtower? I mean, I only have one groundskeeper in play, so buying cheap green isn't really that good. What an awkward mess. I mean, I could buy 2 more groundskeepers, I guess, but that seems quite risky at this stage. Maybe I don't even want to gain groundskeepers, and so it's fine that I'm not going to. We just province double scouting party. Sure, why not? I think we have to discard groundskeeper. Now the double scouting party. If I end up discarding the watchtower, that would be pretty sad. Would be pretty sad. On the other hand, if it's not in my hand next turn. Damn it, scouting party. Damn it, scouting party. I mean, the odds are that it is in my hand, and I'm going to regret discarding it, so let's end buys. Oh, okay, that works too. And of course, I would have gotten to discard 2 coppers, which would have been great. Oh well. That looks like an unfortunate turn. All right, well, I guess this is province and hope for the best with the ghost. Watchtower. Okay. Great. We get to draw 1 card. Maybe it'll be a villa. Now that I have a points lead, I would not mind having more groundskeepers. Oh, it is a villa! Remarkable. Yeah, that works for me. I can't answer that question. Many stop cards, perhaps? Pretty close to a win here. If we pilgrimage for like Watchtower, Groundskeeper, whatever. Wow, no, there's no way we're gonna have that many coins regardless. Alright, do we discard deck here? Yeah, I think so. Although if we were going to scouting party, well, we can put another groundskeeper under our scouting party. So that's something. Is there any way that he wins if he provinces with a bunch of groundskeepers in play, but he's totally not going to. Like, that's just not practical. And then he has to also empty. No, that's not going to happen. So let's do that. Okay. That's good. Sad Watchtower is sad. The second one, I mean. First one was good. Anyway, so we might be able to win the game this turn if we get particularly fortunate with our money. Haggler for Groundskeeper Watchtower by Watchtower. Oh, need 8. Still could be hard to come by, though. And Gardens, that was worth, like, 4 points? That can't be right. How much did he have? Maybe it was worth 3 points? That still seems hard to believe, but maybe. Okay, well, no such luck, but what we can do is buy, like, estate or some I mean, we can trash stuff is what I was gonna get at. This is Watchtower. And we could keep the gardens. I guess we can find out how much it's worth. No, we can't. Oh, right. Do we want to gain another Watchtower? Yes. Want to top deck the Watchtower? Yes. All right, that was worth a surprising amount of VP. Oh, 3 of them from Yeah. So it's only worth 2 VP. Hmm. Oh no, I don't want to top deck the Watchtower because I'm gonna ghost it. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess, but kind of not really. I feel bad asking about that undo, though. Let's just keep the damn gardens. Yeah, that order is all kinds of wrong. Maybe I should have even not played the ghost. Conceivably, that would have been better. All right. Unless he can get 9 points, Pilgrimage wins the game this turn. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No Haggler in play. Okay. Well, actually, he wouldn't be able to get enough points if he bought Groundskeeper anyway. But he definitely can get 9 points. I mean, you gotta buy Duchy, right? Or Gardens if you think that's worth more. I mean, depending on how much money I end up with, Pilgrimage could still win me the game, but it's not very likely. Oh man, I really. Probably should not have played that ghost. Only reasonable options here are Duchy and Gardens. Please choose one. And I guess he could be thinking about Scouting Party Gardens. What? You don't want a province? You want a double Scouting Party before you buy province or something? Like, I guess, but all your good cards are there. I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess he can get more Groundskeeper points if he buys not province, but I don't think enough to make up for the difference between province and cheaper green cards. And like buying a bunch of cards, random cards, just to increase Garden's value is still only going to net him like a couple points at most. Make his deck worse. So I don't know why you wouldn't buy province. That seems crazy. He definitely doesn't have a win. So I assume he's not looking for that. Maybe he is. Okay. I think he just lost ground to me there because the gardens put me over a threshold. That can't be true. Because he got 2 VP from gaining the gardens, but maybe it is true. I don't know. This still seems worse to me. Maybe he gets slightly more points, but now his deck is going to be absolutely atrocious to try to close the game out. Like, if you had a Watchtower in hand and you could trash them, I could kind of see that approach, but... buy them all. All right. Well, do I buy gardens at this point? How many points did I get from that? I don't think I got 3. Did I? No, I didn't have 30 points. I had more than that. His deck ought to be absolutely atrocious at this point. So, hopefully... I mean, he does have a points lead now, but... I don't think I want to discard my deck. Okay, so... just buy gardens. Probably just buy gardens. Three watchtowers? No. You should buy the groundskeeper at this point, probably. What should I do? No, he buys the estate. I mean, it... Actually, if he buys groundskeeper and I play groundskeepers and buy estate, then he could lose. So I don't know what he should do. Maybe just buy duchy or gardens. Okay. Just came out to the same thing. Man, this situation, I swear. 3 watchtowers in hand, like really? Ugh. I could play a watchtower and hope to draw... No, what could I even draw? No, sense. Scouting party. Can't believe that buy all the estates approach is going to win the game. Like, why isn't he choking to death on 1,000,000 estates? Come on. Ugh. That's so upsetting. He had so many green cards in his deck. I am appalled. I am appalled. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that really put him in position to win the game was that early turn where he just like went off, and then there were only 2 villas left at the end of that turn. I honestly don't know why that happened. I do regret that late ghost thing. I could have top decked the Watchtower and not played the ghost, and would have been possible. I would have had like a game winning or at least a much better turn. But yeah, I'm still really surprised that he was able to slog through on that last shuffle. And of course, me getting 3 Watchtowers in hand at once was terrible. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Was I favored at that point? I don't know. Certainly feels bad though. Anyway, I think that probably eliminates me from contention for advancing. But either way, I'm going to be playing single T for my final match in the pool tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you then.